Welcome back, guys. All the time.
Hey,
11 episodes in, and we still can't get it right.
I don't know what it is about that.
Still can't get it right, but thank you guys, per usual, for tuning in, tapping in, all of the reposting. We gained some new subscribers. I think it was like 7 new subscribers this week, so I'm here for it. Everybody that just the comments though was definitely where it was at, because y'all definitely don't agree with him. Thank God, because arguing can be intense communication.
I ain't gonna tell you this, but a lot of people did DM me personally and said they just didn't want to
screenshots. I'm gonna need proof. I don't believe you. You need more people. But for the people that I talk to, definitely arguing can be very healthy. It is what it is. And no, you cannot be mushing people and going below the belt, or having intense communications, as some of us call it. But yeah, so thank you guys so much.
Like that, huh?
I did not. But thank you guys though for definitely tuning in and all of that good stuff. So tonight's episode is a little different. As you guys can see, we have some fabulous ladies here, and we're going to get into all that they have to say this evening in a few minutes. But let's tap into this drink. Like, tonight's drink, I am making some apple teenies. Essentially, going to be using some Tito's. We gotta work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna go too hard in the paint on the Tito's. But here we are.
You can go heavy on mine.
Why, you don't gotta work tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't plan on doing anything. But,
Oh, no, that's right.
Oh, we got Natasha in the background.
Well, I'm not in this episode.
She's part of production. You know,
I'm just a Fabuka.
But yes, we do have Natasha in the background hanging out with us this evening as well. But Keith, introduce the ladies. Like,
all right. So to my left we have Lisa.
Why do we sound like we're on a dating game show right now?
I gotta say a joke before I get real intense here with this question that I lined up for you. And we also have Amy. How you ladies doing today?
Hello. Good. Excited to be here in person to catch this vibe with your girl and Mr. Catch the Vibe himself, guys.
Autographs later, ladies. Autographs later.
I cannot with Mr. Ketchup.
I am also excited for this apple martini.
Yes. It's gonna be delicious, ladies. I think it's a little different this time in terms of the usage of apple juice. A little bit in here.
I kind of like that. So what else?
Wait, what do you have in there?
So apple juice, Tito's, apple pucker, so like a sour apple schnapps, splash of lemon juice, and we're gonna make it happen.
Yes.
Some chilled glasses, because what's a martini without having a chilled glass?
Oh, this looks so pretty.
What are your glasses, guys?
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you for
So
Oh,
pretty.
nice.
Thank you.
And I ran low for you.
Uh-oh.
It's that big
You
glass.
can have this one, Natasha.
You need your extra Tito's.
Do we do a cheers boomerang or we can't do that?
Oh, no, we can't do
You're
that.
literally just gonna see my
Live right
little
now.
hand just.
Because I don't have. You gave up your cup?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you drinking this evening?
Cheers.
Natasha.
Cheers.
This is good.
Wow.
Yum.
That's really. I like the apple juice with it.
It's nice, right?
She don't want to be a repeat guest just for the drinks.
Now tell me twice.
And then the hookah accompaniment is double apple and vanilla. Because why not?
I never heard of that.
How does it go? Does it go well with the? Is it like the last one where
What
you
is
guys
the-
like taste it? Like the
Yes.
combination, like
Yes.
Yeah.
It is good.
What's the vanilla though?
The hookah.
So like you mixed it, like you had a vanilla and
And double apple.
yeah, this tastes good. All right, ladies.
Well, let's get into it. Let's get into tonight's episode.
Do y'all want another sip before I get to these
I
questions?
just took a
Wait
few.
until I find out what the question is. If I pause, it's because it's intense. I'm like, I need a drink. I need a drink before I answer this.
I just took a few tonight.
There will be no commercial breaks.
Well, so we're gonna talk dating, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if the viewers know, but you guys are single, right?
Yes.
Single ladies out here, single, ready to mingle with the apple titties.
Private single or public single?
That part, because there's levels.
Which single?
Oh, I'm definitely
Yeah,
public single.
publicly single.
Social media single
1000%.
or
Oh, yeah.
or reality?
yeah.
All right, just
Yeah,
check
the,
in.
the status on Facebook and Instagram says single.
All right.
Listen, I don't need my stuff out there anyways, but I don't. If you know me, you know who I'm running with, and clearly I'm by myself.
That part. Ain't nobody out here claiming Lisa.
Exactly.
I know that's
You know.
right. What about situationships though? Since we were leading into, you know, how is that? Like in 2023, I feel like situationships have become like the norm, right? I feel like people ain't out here being in like real committable relationships, and there's a lot of fuckery going on out in these streets.
Yeah, I read a definition that said that a situationship is emotional trauma in a gift box.
Oh,
Interesting.
Bars.
Let's unpack that.
We got a rapper, another rapper in here.
The album may drop, early winter.
But well, that's a powerful statement.
No, it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of
Absolutely.
people are walking around with trauma, right? And they,
Yes.
they manifest it in the bullshit. fuckery,
What is
right?
considered a situation though?
what is situationship?
Yeah.
What is
I would-
that? In
I
your
would say,
definition.
in my opinion, it's we're going to spend time as if we are in a relationship,
Mhm.
but we are not going to put a label on it.
Exactly.
And for most situationships, at least that I know of, there are others still out there exploring, or at least one person within that situationship is still out there exploring their options.
Mhm.
So,
Is that a problem?
well,
If y'all don't have no label, so there's nothing confining y'all, defining the.
Right, that's the
Situation.
thing, right? If you don't establish what you're doing in the beginning, you
Yeah.
could end up finding yourself in a situation.
yeah.
And I think that's what happens with a lot of people because, that happened to me.
I was gonna say, has that ever happened
Oh,
to
yeah.
you guys? Like, have you guys both ever been in a situationship?
Oh yeah. I remember, the guy in the beginning saying that he didn't want a relationship. I was okay with that because I was newly divorced. I was not looking to be in anything serious whatsoever. And obviously as time progressed and we started spending more time together, I thought we were in a relationship because of the amount of time we were spending
Mhm.
together. The things was very relationship-ish,
Yeah,
going
yeah.
places, buying each other stuff, going out to dinners, movies, whatever. And he had a whole other
See,
real
that's that
relationship
bullshit. Yes.
going on.
A
So
whole
yeah.
double
But
life.
why you
Yeah,
say that's
exactly.
why you say that's bullshit though?
Well, because clearly she thought that they were in a relationship, but the whole time this man was living a whole double life. Like, that's not okay. I feel like it's
What part
different
is not
if
okay though?
she knew.
But he
what
said
this
it in the
was.
beginning though. I
Yeah.
don't want a relationship.
I do kind of agree with you on that, right? Because as women, we tend to
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get
not
caught up in that
listen.
moment.
Right.
Like,
And I think a lot of women too will say, you know what, let me see if I can get him to flip his
Right.
opinion.
Exactly.
So I'm
That's
gonna
true.
keep trying to,
That's
because a lot of women think they're gonna fix a situation.
Especially
like, I'm
if
gonna
the dude's a
fix
keeper.
Yeah, and especially if you're invested, you're sleeping together, you're spending all
Mhm.
this time together, your emotions are now invested. And you're like, how could his emotions not be
Not
as
be,
invested as mine are? But in reality, it's like when I show you who I am, believe me, like that's the situation. He showed you who he was, but you didn't want to believe it, you know?
Do you feel like women are usually on the end of the not knowing more so than men? Or
I
do you
think more
we
so, but I
need
think
to?
women can do it
But
too.
women, yeah.
Because I definitely have known women who have done that, where they will, hit up the guys when they want to spend time with them, hang out, but they won't commit to it either. So I've seen it on both ends. I see it happen to girls more
Yeah.
than men for sure, but it definitely can happen.
I think
on
girls
both
is
ends.
trying to catch up now though. Especially with the type of music that's going
Sexy
on.
red, so you can do what you're
Because,
gonna do.
You know,
But
everybody want to be Instagram models
Yeah.
and try to get views for bags.
But I
get
think that's
flown out.
why situationships are happening right now, because
It's being flaunted.
there's this image that I can have who I want. And the truth of the matter is, access to women and men in general is like this now with social media.
That's
How
a
many
good
people
point.
are hitting you up on the DMs, or they're hitting you up, and I feel like most the people who are in those situationships or are not committing in that relationship are the ones who are like, well, there's something out there better for me. There's something out there that I can still explore. So I'm not going to commit to this because I can have
What
A,
if
B,
I-
and C.
yeah.
Because look what social media does show me. I can have this girl, I can have that girl, I can have that boy, I can have that man, whatever it may be. So everyone's kind of always looking for a better option.
What if it's just convenience though? Like I don't got to worry about telling you where I'm at. I don't got to worry about you.
The accountability.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you take that out. Like most dudes, you know, like things like that.
Mhm.
It ain't that they probably out looking for other things, but it's just the convenience. I can kind of deal with you when I want, because you know, once you get in a relationship, now there's a lot of compromising.
Mhm.
Now we got to
Sure.
share dreams and you know things of that nature that you are not in that moment looking for. So I think if a dude tell you right away, like, yo, I'll mess with you, but I'm not looking for a relationship. Now I can spend all this time with you because I got free time. Let's go to the movies. Let's go out to eat and all that. Being that, I'm not saying you directly, but like females is lacking that. Now you have this dude that's filling that void. Now you forget the first conversation you had.
Yes.
So I think a lot of
True.
times it's
That's
more
so true.
it's more
Yeah.
convenience. You know what I mean?
And I
Boredom
think
and
I think we do
convenience.
that too as women because we want to have someone to hang out with. We want to have
Mhm.
someone to go to the movies with. We want,
That
and the
companionship,
vibes are good.
attention.
You're enjoying each other. The sex
Mhm.
is probably really good. So you're like,
So you're
hey.
caught up in it. And
Yes.
it's a good feeling.
And then after a while, you don't even realize, oh shit, like I'm in a situationship right now. Like I thought we was just having fun, and now
Mhm.
I'm full blown feelings, and this person ain't got them. So you know, it's hard to get caught up in it.
Is it easy to get out of it though?
That's hard.
That's it. Because once you get caught up
Yeah.
in something like
Yeah.
that, because now emotions are involved, right? So
Right.
do you find that it's easy to just walk away, or do you find yourself being stuck in that cycle of like the hope? Like I can, to your point, I can flip him.
I
Yeah.
think it depends on the person, right? I'll be honest with myself. I did get caught up in that cycle of the hope, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm sure there are people that are just like, oh, okay, no, I'm good. This is not for me, and I'm done. You know, I just wasn't one of those people.
I think it's hard though.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
as females, we're emotional beings,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
once our heart and our
Yes.
feelings are caught up in
Yes.
stuff,
Mhm.
it's not easy to just walk away.
Right.
Even
Especially the
though
amount of time invested.
exactly,
into that person, so-
exactly.
And you have that dreams of like things just being
Right.
different. Like you're like, it's gonna happen. It's
Mhm.
gonna happen.
Because he's
That's
shown
the,
you.
that right there is the transformation of becoming a friend to a side chick. Because now you like, you know what?
No.
I already invested all of this
I
into
don't know if I like that word
No,
side chick.
no,
No, I'm just saying, I'm just using it
Relation to that, though,
for the
because-
term because like you just said, Lisa, right? So once you realize, alright, he doesn't want what I want, right? And your mind state is you already invested all this time into him, right? Now let's say you find out he got a chick, but you still like, how can he have a chick? He always with me. Oh, he does this with me, whatever.
Mhm.
Yo, if you continue to stay in that
I
situation,
agree with that.
yo, you end up. That's what it's gonna end up
Yeah.
being because don't nothing just because we use a certain words or whatever the case is.
It's still
The
that.
second I find out that
Thank
you
you.
have a female,
I'm gone.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm good. No,
But see, I
it's
think
one
some
thing.
women don't.
It's one
Yeah,
thing
because
if
emotions
it's
is
one
hard,
thing
man.
if I know you don't want a girl and you're still exploring other things, but if you claiming someone and here I am hoping that you claiming me and you claiming somebody else, oh no, then I'm done.
Because
Because
he
there's
doesn't even have to claim her. If there's another woman that comes in to, you know, and saying, oh, no, that's
True.
my man, I'm done.
Yes.
I'm exiting stage left. I'm
Yes.
not that type of person.
But sometimes
Yeah,
girls
sticking
girls
around.
be, but it could be another one. It could be another one of you over here who he might be like, you know, dubbing her or whatever the case is, but she's still holding on. So anybody that come around to stop his happiness, she could be like, yo, nah, this,
Mhm.
just to get you out the way. Because if you look at the situation, yo, how you spending all this time with me and you got a chick? It don't add up. So now you can have shorty over here. She like, you know, she see he ain't around. Because one thing I notice about females, y'all can always tell when it's like ain't right. Because we lose his routine.
we sense it. We
Oh, yeah.
sense
You know
it right
what I
away.
Intuition.
Yeah,
Yes,
intuition.
Intuition.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you know,
And
I
that's
know-
kind of what happened to me. I was astonished. I was like, wow, how did you have time?
to do all of that.
Right. Because there was a lot of time he spent with me, but then you had a whole other, you know.
but maybe was that situation really that though? Is the question though. If he's spending all his time with you, right? First, you don't got no respect for the chick at home, Because how can he pull that off?
But she don't either.
But there has
Right.
to be some level of truth to it. Is it maybe exactly how he says it or how she says it? No, but there's some
Right.
level of
There's
truth
something
there.
exactly.
And that's enough.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
For me
enough.
too.
I'm gonna tell y'all, so I shouldn't be telling y'all this. I don't look at dudes to be getting
let me
that.
take a seat.
But-
I know, I'm worried.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Must
worried.
be while you're drink.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried here.
But yo, a lot of times in these situations, there be things going on that some dudes may not be comfortable saying. You know, like maybe this dude could be staying over there because he know, especially if they got kids, child support gonna have them poor. You know, if you get on child support now, man, it's your life is over with financially. So it's like, all right, do I leave her and create a life with, say you guys, but financially,
My financials.
I'm gonna be hit. Now that's gonna cause a problem between, and it's something new I'm starting because I can't help you and support you like I was just doing before I left here. And it's a fucked up situation, but financially, it could be that, or the person know the type of chick they have, and she might use the kids as a tool against them.
Or a weapon.
So yeah, man, so it's a lot. It'd be a lot of variables, and then I ain't saying that as you should compromise yourself to that. But I definitely believe that those are like real conversations that, like, if you.
Well, that's it. I think it's the conversation.
Right.
The fact that if you can't keep it real with who you're with and someone that you're exploring a relationship with, then I have to know all the details, just like you need to know all the details about me, so that you can make a decision whether I'm for you and you're
Right.
for me.
I
Be
agree.
honest with
You
you
know what
and
I
let me
mean?
decide what I
What I
want
want
to do.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I agree, but
with that.
it's scary though,
Yeah.
in the sense of this. Most chicks out here, a lot of them is not focused. So now, like, say I come across a female, she's focused, career driven, she got her own everything. For me to come tell you all the stuff I just said, I know the chances of you staying around is gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I can see that you have the possibility to elevate me. Why am I'm starting off with all this wild baggage? You know what I mean? And you're not going to, because the first thing you go pop in your mind is, that's going to be too much drama. Yo, I like you, but I'm out.
Yeah.
And once again, now who wins? Shorty over here win. She didn't, you know what I mean? So this is why sometimes a lot of dudes be lying, man. And it's still fucked up regardless, because you're playing with people's emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
But sometimes, man, dudes be in situations that they want to get out of, but
they not meaning
I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna.
That's what it
I
boils
That's what it
down
is.
to.
Not being enough to
my-
get out of
But
it.
that's
And
something
sometimes
They're
that's-
thinking it too.
That's
what
what
that
and,
sounds like.
there's some level of everybody can figure this shit out when you're ready to figure it out. And it's not gonna be a perfect journey. It's gonna but you go through it. And maybe at that time when you're going through it, you shouldn't be
You want a
dating.
broke
You should be
dude?
working focus on your
You want
situation.
a broke dude?
Listen,
Do you want a broke dude?
there's
Child support gonna make that dude broke, and then he's gonna become ugly,
But that's what
worthless.
But that's what she's saying. If you wait, behind the
Get-
scenes,
get-
so I ain't even in this episode.
Let's turn the camera real quick,
Yeah.
guys.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But that's the point. But that's the point. Like, if you are in a position where you have a baby mama and you're trying to get out and you stuck and you're not in a position to date, like you're not in
exactly.
a position
And
to
life
date.
is
Entertaining.
life is full of peaks and valleys. You
Other
in
women.
the valley right
Yeah.
now. Get out, get yourself out of
You
there.
have
You
to
work and
figure it
then
out.
Yeah,
because,
And they
I
come
mean,
holler at me when
Yo.
you get your shit together.
Yes,
right.
Yo,
it's
child
a
support
flip.
is serious. Yo, you know
But
what
it's a
But men
flip.
do it. But men do it.
There are men
That's
out
not-
there
men
who
do
do
it.
it.
It's
Exactly.
it
And they
happens.
It's about if you want to, you can make it.
Yes.
If there's a will, there's a way. If you gotta work
Yes.
2 jobs, you can make it happen. But that's the sacrifice that you have to be willing to take if
For
you
your
really
peace,
want
for your happiness.
But is that really peace? 18 years, you gotta work 2 jobs.
Well, then that's your problem. And we ain't tell you to have
Have
kids
kids,
now. I ain't tell you to have a
But,
baby
all
now.
right, so now look, that brings me back to the original point. This is why dudes do what they do, man. Because who the hell want to be working 2 jobs? Who want to be going through all that? So
But
now
that doesn't make it right, though.
it doesn't.
It doesn't
It
make
doesn't.
it right.
I didn't say make it right. I'm just explaining why it happened.
Well,
I
it
ain't saying
sounds
it's
like
right.
there's a justification that you're trying to get.
Poor
rid of.
King,
Yeah.
he's surrounded by all these women.
Yeah.
He's just
I'm
yelling
just
at
letting you know,
Because
Because those are the good dudes.
I respect
Yo, when
that,
it's smoke
though.
clear, that's
So-
the good dude
But
right there, though.
so what about the dude who, okay, right? He's going through that. And right now, you and I meet, you're going through that. And yeah, you're in your valley. I'ma still stick around. I'm not gonna be with you. We can be friends. We could,
Right.
you know what I mean? In and out of each other's lives, but I'm not talking about messing around. I'm not talking about a situationship.
Yep.
I'm talking about
Friends.
we legit friends. You figure yourself out. If me as a woman, if I saw you who was in your down, really hustling, doing what you need to do, I'm taking that as, oh shoot, like
He about
dude,
this, yeah,
he's serious
about his
about
life.
taking care of himself, getting himself together, and eventually we can make it work if that is the case. But you're right, you're not ready to date at that time. You do, yeah, your life is messy. Figure that shit out.
Exactly.
Figure it
But
out.
And don't be adding
Yo,
me
so
to the
now,
equation of
but
the
yo, but
messiness.
now bring it back to the beginning. Remember, he said, "Yo, I'm not ready for a relationship."
Yeah, but
so
that's
now,
not her. She has to be the one at that point to
I
decide.
think though,
Yeah.
being ready and being able are two different
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you could be ready in your heart and be like, I'm ready to be with this person, but you're not ready because of all the valley that you're still in. Like that's
whatever the
what I'm talking
roadblock
about.
is.
Like,
he told you in the beginning because he know all this shit that's going on.
Mhm.
You got caught up in the attention, the affection, and now once you find out his situation, now like yo, you ain't tell me this from the beginning. Yo, shorty, I did tell you. You was just so blinded about me opening car doors for you that you haven't
that ain't
had.
right though. Don't be
What's not-
because you're showing something that you know you can't really provide. You can't give me this life that you're
So
pretending
he
to
so
pretend.
so I should go see Lisa like yo, what up, my nigga? How you doing?
Yes, yes, because we're friends.
Nah,
We're
man.
friends.
Listen.
Because that's what it is. We're friends. Yes, whatever.
Yeah.
How you doing? How was work?
Yes.
Not let me get some booty.
Yeah,
Like, no.
exactly.
How are your kids?
Yeah.
How's your
How
child?
Love their
exactly.
babies and giants.
How
was work? How was the two jobs?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
but-
right.
That's how a lot of-
Two jobs
Right?
going.
That's how
I didn't
relationships.
even open my door. You know what I'm saying?
That's how relationships start with females, though. Little shit like that. Good morning. How was your day? How was work today?
But
That
I know no
means-
female wants to hear good morning,
No.
gorgeous. Good morning,
No.
gorgeous.
They say
Oh
that.
my God.
And let me ask, why do men do that? Is it because they don't remember our names and they have like a whole roster of
Anytime I get one of those, I'm like,
I cannot
Don't say
stand
it.
the
Don't
good
say
morning
it.
beautiful.
You said that
I'd
too.
rather you say good morning, Amy, because then I'm like, oh, okay.
You know who I am.
You know who
Yeah.
I
You
am.
put me in the mask.
But don't call
Yeah,
me
put me in a
beautiful.
BCC,
Don't call me
you know?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like use my name because I feel like if when you say beautiful, gorgeous, I'm in some sort of like.
Make sure y'all listening.
Copy paste. Copy paste.
That's what he does.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Copy
paste.
paste,
That's
right.
what he gives. Like
Yeah.
you don't remember who I am.
Right.
And you just want to see like if this door is gonna open. So let me
Yeah.
just try to give you some little terms of endearment.
Endearment,
Get
right.
out of here.
But is
Why
that what
can't
it
be a
is?
compliment,
Is that
though?
why-
Why can't it just be a-
Well, because that's not how women perceive it as a compliment.
No,
It
yeah.
seems fake. It
Yeah.
seems like
Wait, do you know this person?
opportunistic.
Is it a person y'all
Well,
know, or
well,
just
no,
a?
Somebody
Like
who's
you're
trying to
yeah.
pursue you.
Yes.
So it's wait, hold up. See, this should just be confusing. So on one hand, chicks are like, yo, dudes are not catering, they're not caring, they don't
No
say
one
pleasantries,
communicates.
they don't do pleasantries. Now you got a dude that's on your phone like,
Yo,
yo,
I hate it when he says good morning, beautiful.
but then if you be like, yo, what up, shorty? What up, ma? Now I don't be calling me ma. Like,
she
you-
said-
But she said specifically her name,
Right,
you know,
you
or
said-
yo, see, that's the
You know,
this is
how
why
are
these dudes
you
are single
doing?
now because y'all want to dictate how we say good. Y'all want to dictate how. Yo, y'all want to dictate how we start Texas. Yo, don't text me that. Text me.
No. I was just asking. Like,
Take it out and giving it to you.
But it just seems fake. It does. It seems very
So-
like
so
it's
what-
very uniform.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very uniform. And listen, I think that there is like a routine in dating, so I could kind of understand
Yeah.
that.
I would
You
rather
know?
you say like we go out on a date and you're like, oh wow, you look beautiful. I would be more,
Yeah.
receptive to that than like the every morning, oh good morning, gorgeous.
Yeah, so what up, ma?
No.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Though.
It's
It's the same
Yeah.
Why you
concept.
just say gorgeous?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, one is
You
HUD,
still say her name.
one is HUD, and one isn't. No, I don't know, man. I don't say good morning. I don't
You
say.
know. You just be like,
Yeah, we
whatever.
passed that stage.
But let me ask you guys this too. Like, do you think like what's this whole side chick business? We brought that up briefly. How do you guys feel like that plays into dating these days? Like women, do you feel like I feel like more women are okay?
Yes, I was just about to say that. It's
Settling.
scary how many women are
That's what's
Okay,
messing it
but
up. That's what's messing up. That's
Yeah,
why y'all
yeah.
here right now.
right.
'Cause-
messing like just okay with
Yeah, messing it
having
up.
that position.
But I know a lot of men who also like a woman who is in a relationship too because it's easy. It's
Right.
not, they don't have to
I used
commit
to
to
be one.
them. They don't, it's easy. So I feel like it's happening a lot.
Pause, because I heard something in my ear right
Oh.
now.
Fire
you heard
chicken.
me what?
I used to,
have
before-
a
yeah, before I was with Asia, I used to be like, I would prefer a chick in a relationship
Because I wanted to.
because
That was about to come real quick.
I was like, well, let's pause, because when was you a side
yeah,
chick?
because like I said,
You were a side dude, or you were a
You were
side chick?
pursuing-
no, I had a chick.
Oh,
Yeah, I had a chick.
and you had side chicks.
I had a chick.
No,
and-
he's
but
a
I'm
side
saying-
dude. He just doesn't
Yeah.
want to call himself a
Oh
side
yeah, I was
dude.
a side
That's
dude.
what I said.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
a-
you were a side dude.
It was a good one. Because I'm following the rules.
You got the
Oh
award.
my God.
Following the
Did
rules.
she make the rules or you made the rules?
Right.
Like,
How did that go?
The rules.
what are the rules?
Like, this would be its own
Look,
episode.
I'm not calling you. There's no texting unless we gonna go link up. There's no need to ask me how my day going. Cause I don't care how your day went. Don't ask me for no money. Don't. This is just what it is, yo. We gonna, you know.
Well, that's different because it sounds like that's an established, like both parties. You
I'm
know
still
what
not
saying?
convinced
Like,
that emotions don't end up
they,
involved in
I
that.
feel like they
Right.
have to.
That's why you
It's
cut
its
the
own kind of
communication.
situationship.
That's
You
why
know
you cut
what
the
I mean?
communication off, bro. You cut the communication. You know what I'm saying? And then I just elevated past that. Like, yo, I got a girl. I ain't, you know.
So you didn't lead with "I had a girl." You took her in, and
Yo,
you
always
were
come
like,
back to when we met, man. Yo.
I'm just having you clarify for the viewers what exactly you meant.
But yo, look, it do work though
People
because
wanna know.
yo, never give up on your dreams. When I met Asia, I was dealing with somebody, and look where I'm at now.
But you lied.
But I'm saying, I'm still dealing with somebody.
But you lied.
But that we're not talking about the lie though.
But we should lead with that.
You guys are having an intense conversation.
Yeah, they're
What was
always
last week's
intense.
episode?
Yeah, it's always intense.
Intense conversations because I'm like,
Yo, so when is a good time to ghost one of these dudes? Then you
or
think?
what is ghosting before we even get down there? What's ghosting? Like,
Just think. Not
Ghosting is my
communicating.
dating life right now. No, just kidding.
is that like the whole leaving them on red and you just never come back? And like,
I think so.
sisters, like, why do you go? Like I said, why do you think you ghost people? Or have you? And then on the
You're
flip
just
side,
not interested and you don't want to hurt
Yeah.
their feelings and just be honest with them and say, oh, hey, I'm not interested.
Wait,
you
so
just
hold
don't
up,
wanna
hold
have
up,
that conversation.
hold up. They just got finished saying be honest, communicate, but then y'all don't do it because y'all
Well,
not
no,
invested in
I'm
anything
assuming-
after that.
Wait,
It's
I
happened
rarely
on all
ghost
avenues.
people. I've
I've
been ghosted a
and
lot.
I've been
Yes,
ghosted.
I've
so
been ghosted.
I've had both
so-
sides of it all. I've definitely ghosted, but I've been ghosted too, you know? But I think, okay, the standard, I think that there's a time that it's okay to ghost. If we've only been talking a few days, even a week, like really, we're not even that invested. You should be okay if I stop communicating with you. Like, take it as a loss.
Yeah.
Mind you, we've been talking a month, 2 months, we went out a few times, and now I'm ghosting you? No, that's shady. Have a conversation about it. But
right.
I've had guys who I've ghosted only after talking a few days, and they sent me like this whole big thing about like,
Too bad you don't have your phone.
I know, no, this whole like, you know, that's so messed up that you ghosted me. But and I'm like, we talked for like 4 days, like it's okay.
No, I don't.
I don't really owe you that. Like the chemistry wasn't there. Like it's all good. Like
I got ghosted after like 15 minutes because I didn't respond
Quick
quickly.
enough.
Yeah, quickly enough to a text.
15
Do-
minutes.
Do you feel safe doing that? Like you know, some people it can trigger some people who may have like other issues. And like you ghosted them, now you might see them at the Russell. They be like, yo, you know, they be like, oh.
But if
Have
I
you
only
ever
talked to you
ghosted
4 or 5
anybody?
times, I wouldn't. You don't know where I
No.
live. You don't know much about me. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
okay.
So,
I usually
no.
pray to God. I'm like,
Oh
please
no!
let
Can
me.
you imagine?
I was gonna
Oh, no,
say
I've
like
never
that's
been
awkward as hell.
Yes,
right?
I definitely not. No,
No.
I've been
No,
ghosted
please, I
and
hope
seen
I
people
never-
out and
yeah.
about. So
But
I
I've
just
never,
pretend like
I'll be
I
honest,
didn't see them.
I have rarely, I don't think I've ever really ghosted someone.
No.
I feel like somebody may comment on this episode and be like,
remember that
she
time
lied.
you ghosted me?
You ghosted me.
I'm
Remember
still
that?
waiting for you to
I
text
know,
me back.
but no, I've been ghosted more times than I have
Oh,
ghosted
yeah, same.
someone.
Same.
I
So
feel
what's
like
your
it's
dating
broke up on
type? My fault. Before I forget, I'm a little old, so I forget some things. So what is your dating type, Lisa?
My
For all
type.
those that want to know.
I don't know. See, I love a guy who's really funny. You definitely have to be able to have a good conversation and hold a conversation. I love having like those deep conversations, that back and forth. I like you to be strong, have a good personality, like a strong personality, but not too strong, not you know,
Overbearing.
controlling or overbearing. You know, I'm an Aries, so I have a strong personality. So if your personality isn't somewhat close to mine, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna be a little bit too much for you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's so much. That's
Look how
such a
your face.
loaded
Look
question.
how
That's
your
such a
face
loaded-
light up just
What
talking
about
about it.
physically? Do you have a type
I was gonna
physically?
say-
Okay,
Physically or-
physically, listen. I always say I don't have much of a type because I've dated like so many different type of men. I definitely can't be shorter than me. I'm 5'2". You can't. You gotta
God,
be.
no, that's like
You gotta be
Jeez.
like you
That's
can't even
like
like
itty
5'4",
bitty.
even like a little too short. Like you know, you have to have a good amount of height. I like a bigger dude. I don't really like a skinny guy. I like a guy who, you know, got a little.
Do
meat
race
on
matter?
him. No, I've dated everything.
Oh, she's open to everybody. She's
I've
open
dated
to everybody.
everything pretty much. So, no,
Is
yeah.
there an age requirement?
So
Like,
I
anything
feel
too
so.
young, too old?
There's two things that I'm starting to learn. Is one, I don't think I could date someone too young because I just feel like we don't have the same experiences.
True.
Like I really struggle. Like when I was on the dating apps, I was doing like 35. But even the guys that were like at that cuff, it was like I just almost feel like we're not on the same like maturity level. And then I've been really struggling with men who don't have kids now because I feel like the men who don't have kids don't understand how involved it is to have a kid and the commitment, especially as a single mom.
I was
You
gonna
know?
ask that question too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to what your dating type is, but I want to touch upon that.
Yeah.
Like, how is dating being a single mom? Like, do you find to your point right
Yeah.
now, like, not wanting to date somebody who doesn't have kids because they don't get it? Do you guys feel like you run into that more
Oh
frequently?
yeah, I had a guy that I was on the same thing. It was like just met you on the app, wanted to meet up within the next couple of days, and I'm like, bro, I have like my son has soccer, I have school, I have this, I have that, and it was like, oh, you have kids? Like, yes, I have a child, and I have my son comes first, like.
Yeah.
So to me, I find that men who don't have kids, even the ones who are really great with kids, it's hard to really understand like how involved it is to have a child.
I
And
can see that.
especially as a single mom, my son's father is great, but he lives far, so he can't help me out. I can't just drop him off.
The day to day.
I have to do the day to day. I'm the one doing school. I'm the one doing homework. I'm the one, if he has soccer, I'm bringing him, dropping him. I'm doing it all. So you have to be flexible. And most of the time, men who have kids have that same issue too, because they're either seeing their child during certain times on their time off. They're trying to figure their child situation out
They're
too.
more understanding
So they
that your kids
understand.
are your priority.
Yeah, and it's weird because I never thought before I started really dating that would bother me. But as I'm dating, I'm realizing that I feel like a man needs to know what it's like to be a parent because it's not an easy thing.
I think in the beginning, dudes is, I ain't gonna say needy,
I think it's a good word.
Yeah.
but they just, I got kids and I probably would still be like, damn, man, like,
You still want her to have
Yeah.
time for
Yeah,
you, and you
yeah.
want to know where you can fit in that whole
Yeah.
equation. So
That happens even with us with dating. Like, there's
Yeah.
guys that I know who have children, and the same thing. They're like, "Well, I can't because I gotta do that." And I'm like, "You gotta make it. We both have to make it work for
With
sure."
me, the month of October, I am not available because baseball runs my life. My son plays baseball, and it's like every day there is something, either a game or a practice or whatever. So it's difficult for me to know.
so no DMs in October.
No.
No DMs.
No,
in
but
October.
you're right.
You can DM, but you ain't seen her.
I know.
So
You won't-
right. You ain't seen
I'll
her.
text you,
Remember.
no problem. I'll text it to you or whatever, but I can't see
Yep.
you.
All right, so
Yeah.
the same questions for you, Amy.
In terms
My
of
type, I actually have a list. Okay,
Listen,
hold
I'm
on.
very unprepared, so I might jump in and be like, "Yes."
Well, obviously,
Yes.
typical core values, like, I want you to
Yes.
be honest, respectful,
Absolutely.
trustworthy, all that. A sense of humor, because I love to laugh. I also think I'm pretty funny myself. So,
She is.
You are.
She's hilarious.
I want somebody who's considerate, because, okay, here's a big thing that for me. Like, when it snows, I don't know. Like,
She needs you to come with your shovel.
Right, I need you to I can shovel it myself, but I would like for you to just be like, hey.
And you on the hill too?
Let me
Right.
let me.
Do you
Take
mind?
you
Do
out.
you want me to come shovel your snow? So I want somebody who's thoughtful like that.
So are these things that somebody you just meet and shouldn't be offering though, right?
No. I mean, if I'm dating,
In a- yeah,
you're
in a
dating,
relationship
you're dating,
with
Because
you.
yes.
I
I
want
wouldn't
nobody.
even say dating.
Absolutely.
2 weeks into it, and no, I don't expect you to come and shovel my snow.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody
But
D
some-
Amy doing
But
this
if
the
there's
first
a if there's
first
a
bit of
real
snow.
something,
I have my shovel in my boots ready.
you have everyone come to your house in the winter.
I know. I want somebody who's assertive, not cocky.
Yes.
There's
yes.
There's a difference.
Big
There's a
difference.
difference. And to me, it's important. I want someone who has a relationship with God, because that's important to me. So, and obviously with their family and stuff. So, those are mine.
So family oriented.
Right.
Yes.
And just
That's a good list.
Well,
Amy.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
a great
I mean,
list.
I've had quite some time to
think about this.
think about
Right?
this.
Yeah.
So guys don't date. You guys don't date in a box then.
No.
So yeah.
Well, for me, I have a I have a type physically. I was told supposedly
yes.
I have a type
You're the
physically.
type person.
Wow.
What's your type?
I rather not. I don't know. What's my type, Asia?
Listen.
I'm just gonna say assertive.
I think there is a type.
Yeah.
But personality wise, I think that might trump the physical.
Yeah.
And you may disagree, but I think you do pursue, and I think you might have said this to me too, you do pursue the asshole. Right.
That's just the assertive.
Yeah,
assertive,
the
yes.
asshole
One
quality.
that like
Yeah.
tiptoes, assertive, like
Versus, and I think women altogether, we
That is
don't
very
want,
toxic.
but we don't want.
We don't want to push over though
Well, you
either.
say, we
So
don't
that
want
it's a
no
fine
soft
line.
dude.
It's a fine line.
It is.
I like
It
an
is.
assertive man. I like how you said assertive but not cocky. I want you to be assertive, and because again, I say this because I do have a strong personality. I am an Aries. I am a fire sign. I can't have bigger balls than you. I'm sorry. Like that's
It's
just.
not fair.
I need you to at least match my energy. You know
The
what I mean?
balance, the
And
balance.
but then also be my logic and let me be your logic. Sometimes we need that in a relationship. You need that person to balance you out. When you're a little bit much, that I can be like, you're being much. Like let's take it back. You know?
I think that's true though, because I think that's how it is for you and I too though, because you're
For sure.
a Leo.
Leo, strong Leo.
No, she is. I'm just gonna leave it at the Leo. Every time I just think about the Leo, I just think about you.
Well, if you never had a Leo, you need to get one.
No, you don't. You need to think hard about a Leo. No, I'm joking. You guys are
You
great.
just have to be strong
You
to
do.
get a Leo.
And I
That's
think
all.
that you would agree with that too, because you want somebody that's strong, right? Hence, that's why you're with me, because I'm a very strong woman.
You're very assertive.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
But it's the balance, though, right?
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
you
like-
definitely need balance.
Absolutely, in a sense where
So why you guys single? I did Asia questions. Now it's mine.
but yeah, like I feel like there's a big disconnect. Men are intimidated, I think, by that when they have a strong, independent woman. Like, where do I start?
Yeah.
And I
Where
think
do I
that
fit
makes
in?
I don't
that
know,
makes
man. I
sense.
don't
That's the
think-
thing.
I
You
don't
have
think-
to be
Without
confident.
insecurities.
I don't think a real man is intimidated by that. First of all,
Well, no, but
a
some
boy-
men.
a boy-
I hope not.
a boy will be intimidated by that. You know what I'm saying? But a man is going to appreciate that because, like, for instance, with us, like, how you are, to some people, they think, like, you know, you're aggressive or whatever the case is.
You better use a different A.
That's what they said, though. But for me,
Who is that?
when we be in a club, they like, you know, you get that a lot.
Assertive. We can
I
stick
never
with
heard
that.
her say that.
Assertive.
But
not
see, even
aggressive.
right now, with me speaking, you see how she is? I don't get mad. Yo,
I
so
was
listen.
just correcting your adjectives.
See, you can't correct how I feel about something. So, but when I look at Asia, I look at it like it's a situation where it's iron sharpened iron, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's strong enough to where I realize that she can help elevate me
Yes.
to a place that, you know, I may not know how to get to. So
Yeah.
real men, a real man look at a woman for someone that mirrors him. You know what I mean? Like she's just a female version of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like even our rules in the house, like she pays the bills. If Asia passed away today, God forbid, I wouldn't even know where to send the money to.
Wow.
You know, but I'm okay with that. Like I know she ain't robbing me. I give her what need to be given.
But that's how
But that's
what makes a
trust,
relationship
though.
work,
But that's-
though.
Absolutely, but that
And
also
it's been
is
like that
trust,
from day
though,
one,
sure.
though. We was like that before we was married.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like that from day one because I feel like a real man knows his weakness, but he's looking for a woman
Right.
who can, where he's weak at, she's strong at,
Right.
and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think like when people be dating or in search of someone, I think a lot of times we do it with the wrong motives. We base it off of like looks or for dudes, oh she look good, she thick, whatever the
Yeah.
case is, instead of
It's all surface.
instead of looking
Mhm.
instead of looking, you know, like further down, like
But I think this goes with one thing that I did say I want. I want a man who has emotional intelligence, the ability to look past. Listen, yeah, I
All
I
that's
think
gonna
I
fade
listen.
eventually.
I'm
and,
happy with
yeah.
who I am, how I look, but you know what? That's not the core of me. There's so much more
a lot
to
of
me.
dudes don't
And
have
our
that,
ability
though.
to communicate and you be able to express what you want. Like the fact that you just said, if she wasn't this, I would need her for that. Most men can't even communicate that. They can't even figure out what exactly they want and need out of a woman too. So all that emotional intelligence, that ability to communicate your wants, your needs, like that is so important to me. And be able to really talk, like have real conversations.
Absolutely.
Like not just the surface bullshit conversations,
Yeah,
like
but-
the real conversations.
I believe a lot of dudes want to love, but some of them don't know how
They
to.
don't know.
So do you hold that against them? Because I can want to love you. I feel like I love
For
you.
how long is my question?
But isn't it
For how
like
long?
going back to something else, like knowing that love language and how that person
Yeah.
receives love too, like going back to
Yeah,
the
that-
communication piece, like.
Mhm.
If you ask me what I need from you and I tell you, then
Right.
there should not be anything for you to guess about.
Just like
Deliver
you tell me
those
what
things.
they
That's true.
want.
That's true.
You know,
If I'm
deliver those
telling you, and I
things.
feel like that happens a lot, even in the beginning stages of talking, where you say, "This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want," and it goes like in one ear out the other, you know, and
Or they say yes, 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 but then can't really come
Yes.
through with that. And then it becomes like, well, why are you confused? I told you what I needed.
Right.
And if you weren't able to give that, why not just be honest in the beginning? If you don't know how to love, because you told me that.
Right,
You told
need
me
somebody
that you
that's
didn't know how to love. You
consistent.
had
Yeah.
abandonment issues. You
Yeah.
had certain things. So it took for me to take
opportunities we've worked on it, and you're kind of still the same way. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to
Yeah,
waste
if I
my
don't,
time.
because I don't want to try to think I'm saying like fix a dude.
No, I hear
you
what
know,
you're saying though.
Because I know, like she just said, like when me and Asia first started talking, I told her like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I have abandonment issues.
Mhm.
I don't know how to love. I know I can do it, but I don't know how to. I just want to be upfront with you and honest that there's gonna be a lot of trials and errors on my part because I don't know how to do none of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what love meant to me is definitely different than somebody that didn't live the way I live. You know what I mean? Causing people pain, not physically, but emotional pain. To me, that always was love because my mother stayed around for years. So to me, that's what I equated love with, was pain. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm only doing what I know, and people will say, "Man, you old, you should know better." But people fail to realize, though, man,
you have
like
to be taught certain
Yeah,
things.
Yeah, like-
for sure.
yeah, mentally, man, it's not easy, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes your mind don't grow with your body. You know what I'm saying? So
That is,
For
that's,
sure.
that's
That
deep.
is- that is really deep.
And I do feel like that's not even just so men, people in general.
For real.
You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
women
Like,
too,
people
women
in
too.
general.
Yeah.
before we forget, Amy, why are you single?
I don't know. No. Why am I single? No, I just honestly I had a really bad divorce.
Yep.
So it took me a while. I wanted to make sure that I worked on myself and I was fully healed before I entertained anyone else.
Okay.
But then I got myself into a whole situationship that took up some time. So yeah, now I'm just out here single again, and we'll see what happens after this show.
Yeah, so I have
Amazing.
three. So this please answer separately. What are three red flags, right?
Mm.
That you look for to see if a dude exhibits, and what are your red flags? Pay attention.
Ooh, I don't know. 3 red flags.
I don't know. Sometimes it's just gut. It's like not even like
Mhm.
a specific thing.
Oh, so you don't
It's
have
like a
that in
gut.
particular?
I just have to think. I wonder, definitely the guy who still has other situations kind of going on. Like that to me, like it's clearly not settled. If you're,
I always ask a guy, is there anyone
Yeah.
out there who thinks that they're in a relationship with you?
That's
Because
a good
you could
question,
ask
though.
That's a
him.
good question.
Right, you could ask him, oh, are you single? And then his answer is, oh yeah, I'm single, but
there's someone out there who
there's
thinks.
someone else out there who thinks that, oh,
But
that's
it
my
could
guy.
be like what we were saying earlier. He told you I don't want a girl, but you done got caught up in that whirlwind. So you think you might be in a relationship with this man, but he told you from the beginning, I don't want a relationship.
And because of that is why I now ask that question.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't think of a red
as
flag. I'll
shit.
just be
That's the
honest.
thing.
I know.
The other thing I can think of is if you want too much too quick and not let things like naturally develop. Like
Develop, yeah.
that just kind of shows me that you aren't emotionally there. Like you're depending on this relationship too soon
Okay.
before it's allowed to develop. Like I think I have found that before. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
What about
of
like
what
just
else.
regular random actions that they may do that may come across as being a red flag? Like, I don't know, putting
Oh.
your phone down a certain way or
Yeah, yo,
That never bothered me. That
everybody got
bothered
their
me.
pet peeves,
That never
though.
bothered me.
right.
All right,
I
so
don't
what are your red flags though? What are 3 things about you that you know
Mine?
that you need to work on?
I'm assertive, so sometimes I do give off like strong energy, and I think sometimes that can be taken a little tough. Like, I'm very blunt.
So you
But I'm
think-
also polite. I know how to word things. I'm very tactful in my words, but I make sure the words that need to be said are said.
Mhm.
That
Has
is
that
for
been a
sure.
roadblock for you? With like guys?
I think that could be intimidating sometimes. If
I could see that though, because
Yeah.
some men just don't know how to take that, and it
Yeah.
might make them
right.
even more
So is
insecure.
that something you willing to like scale back, or you just saying that's who I am?
I mean, listen, if someone that I'm pursuing is able to communicate with me in a way that's effective, I think I could do that. You know what I mean? I mean, this is the thing. I think my assertiveness is a strength. I can see how it's a weakness, but I think it's that perfect person who's going to be able to
You
know
need a
how to
gangster.
communicate with me.
You just need a gangster.
I'm not against
You need a gangster. She needs a gangster. What else do you think?
I need you to not be a punk.
Yeah, she needs a gangster. Like, yo, go sit your ass down. Yo, not right now, man. Yo, not right now.
But I can
No
be really,
something.
but I can be really passive too. That's the thing. I'm passive until now. I'm like 99% really calm until that 1% comes and I'm burning shit down.
So what else though?
That's a fire sign.
Yeah.
What's your other red flags? It can't just be that.
Mine, okay.
This is an honest hour.
I like red flag. I don't know.
This is how you read.
I know.
This how
I'm
you
trying
read
to
a
think
book.
to help you out because I,
No,
as your
tell
friend,
me, tell me,
I
tell
know.
me.
I'm
I like this feedback. I want to know. You know. But yeah.
Do you guys
I'm-
think that you're too needy?
Am I too needy? No, I don't. Sometimes I think I'm like laid back because if you're not, I'll follow your lead. You don't text me, you don't call me. I'm not calling you. I'm not texting you either. Like sometimes I think I could be a little bit more assertive
Yo,
when it
why
comes
women
to
like
dating
that?
too.
Man? I don't understand that, man. Like me and Asia just had this conversation. Like,
I'm
yo, if
working
I,
on that.
if
I'm
I
working
never
on it.
proposed to you, you love me.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you propose to me, man?
But so this is the thing. I'm working on that because that's the one thing I notice about myself is I'm not gonna send that good morning text too much. I'm not gonna send that good night text. I'm not going. I will ask you out because I've done that many times. Like if you're taking too long, I'm like, hey, let's meet up. Like I would definitely do that. But I do think that men need to hear that too. Men need to hear that I'm
Yeah.
interested in you, and I think for me that's something I'm working on for sure because I'm very you don't text me, oh well.
But you
You
know
don't call
why?
me, I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna look for you. You're gonna look for me, I'm gonna look for you. You
Yeah,
know?
that's a fact. You know why? Because yo, it's like eight females to like every dude now. So if you don't look like you taking an interest or you showing interest, oh this other girl that's texting me, how was your day? And I don't have to always initiate it. That's the one that's gonna get the attention. You know what I mean?
I hear that, but I'm also if I ain't for you, I ain't for you.
It's never. So like, but Amy, so what are your red flags though? Like, so what do you feel what are you bringing to the table that may need to be, looked at?
I guess I would say recently I've realized that now that I am entertaining dating again, I just can't date. I can't bring myself, like I have no problem like texting someone and like, speaking to them via text, but when it is to come like person to person and like meet someone, I get so nervous about that. I don't know if it's just because it's like a whole blind date type thing. Like I would rather meet someone through a friend than what I have been trying to do, which is being on one of the dating apps right now. It's just scary.
Can I say what I think one of your red flags are?
Absolutely, friend.
So I think that there's a difference between having standards and being
Picky. Yes.
I think that is a red flag of yours. I think you are hypercritical of an individual, and from height to looks to job to stability to he might have a snaggatoo. You know?
You might have a snaggle.
Let's leave it with
How you might have one though? What the hell is that?
No, she's or
other deformities.
Other deformities. That, because you said it. Because you zoom in. You see so much stuff that I would
But I
have
still
never
went
looked
on
for.
a date with them though. I didn't hold or use their deformities.
What did you say? What was the conversation directly after? We're just gonna be friends.
No, nothing
I was so
romantic.
nice about it, and like, you know.
But I just think that sometimes you teeter on standards versus just.
I'll go back to
super
something
critical.
Keith had mentioned, right? Because I realized that I was comparing a lot of the new people that I've been meeting to someone in my past that I dated. And, you know, I was holding them to that standard, and obviously that standard did not work for me, or else I wouldn't be single right now.
True. Yeah.
So that is something I have recognized and I am working on. So
Do y'all need a label? Do y'all need a label to have sex with any of these people?
oof.
I think there needs to be.
For me personally, I need a label because I know that I catch feelings if I'm intimate with someone. I know this about myself, so I am not intimate with people that right away that I'm dating until I know there's gonna be some sort of a
Some type of commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
What?
I literally almost choked.
Yo, what's your red flags when you were single?
Whoa.
What was your red flag, Joe, when you were single?
Like things that I would look for, or things within myself.
Both.
So red flags for me, I am a little surface level. So like, yeah,
The shoes?
your shoes.
The shoes. She's talking about the shoes. So if you see me look at your shoes, just know it's from.
The shoe game, I can be very superficial a little bit too. Like, I just want a man that's put together. Because I feel like I'm put together. So, like, I can't be out here having no, like, bummy ass niggas. So I'm not doing that. Stability. Like, if you're out here looking for me to pick you up and, like, me to take you to the store, me to
Yes.
buy you stuff, like, I'm not. I have, like one son. I'm not trying to be taking care of no dudes. And I mean, let's just be real. Whack ass sex is also a red flag. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
here for whack ass sex.
Agreed.
Like, if that's where we're at, like, I'm just not doing that. Like, deuces. And then my own red flag, similar to you, I think I am very, very independent. And some men that I've experienced or dated or whatever the case is didn't really know how to, like, still feel like they're the man.
Or do you think that if like dudes are scared of independent women because we can't control them?
Well, I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
because I'm
for
very
sure.
vocal about that. Like, because I will not be controlled. Because I was in a relationship when I was younger. I was 18, he was 27, and he felt like he could just control my ass. And to what you said earlier, lessons were learned. Like, I would never go back to a situation like that, which also I think made me become even more independent because I'm not going to be controlled. So, but I think my assertiveness.
That was one of my.
Yeah, for
My
sure.
assertiveness was a red flag. My ability to not be controlled were things that, and my level of independence, I think, were things that people would kind of shy away from
Yeah.
when it comes to me. What about you, since we're on the hot seat?
Yes.
My personal red flags is I am a little cocky.
Mm.
Only when I get dressed and go out. That's it. Around the house, I don't really care.
Or at work.
I ain't cocky at work. I don't really do nothing there.
I was just saying, like, you know, maybe.
well, during functions I can be. When people are like, yeah, that food was so good. I'm like, yeah,
You must have had nice shoes at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a gold digger.
Yeah.
She's a gold digger. That's
Well,
what
yes,
it is.
because when I met him, he had on Gucci boots. I'll never forget that.
Oh, wow.
Because this is the money I was smelling it. I was like, okay, now I got some coins.
Life is different.
It was.
The life was different.
Yo, yeah, my red flags for myself. Sometimes I think my personality. People think I be trying to be funny when I really don't.
Well, wait a minute. Like, you mean
Like right now.
like right now?
No. I'm saying like,
I think we all thought
Like-
you were being funny.
no, like, say I can meet you right now, and they're like, I forget who you is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people will be like, why the fuck he acting like he don't know me? It's because I really don't. I really don't. Like we experience that all the time.
Well, no, it's a difference between remembering and actually meeting these people in your life.
But people be thinking I'm coming off rude, or I keep it short though. You know, like other than this, I probably would never talk to y'all this much because I be feeling like, yo, y'all her friends. I don't need to be friend mingling. You know, things like that. So you know, that was I think that's one of my red flags. So some girls be wanting everybody to hang out, but like I'm kind of against it. You know what I'm saying? Red flags for chicks for me is I don't like bums.
No, that's alright.
You know what I mean? I think your bag should match your energy. Like, if you expected me to have and do so much, your money need to be up. You know what I mean? Because I know I like to do stuff. Like, I want to wake up and like, oh, let's catch a flight. Like, you should be able to say,
Right.
Okay.
let's go. You know what I mean? If you can't do that, we ain't gonna have nothing in common.
Agreed.
If your passport don't got no stamps, I'm not dealing with. If you don't got a passport, I'm not dealing with you. You know what I mean? Because that means you local. You're not cultured. So what are you gonna talk about? Connecticut
I
or
can see that.
you know
I
what?
can see that.
Yeah, like, so them things for me that I'm not attracted to. Like, I fuck with ugly chicks before. I don't mind messing with ugly chicks. I feel everybody need a shot, man.
That's right.
Oh,
Everybody needs
wow.
love. Everybody needs
We gonna talk.
love.
We gonna leave that where it's at.
And I done
We
had,
gonna leave it.
I done had some. Yo, listen, I done had.
God knows you done had
But
a
you know-
couple. You had a scuggly because I was like,
A
wow.
scuggly.
Yo, I done had I had a chick that was she was very,
Whoa.
very unattractive. Like,
Very.
but
I was
I
shocked.
don't want to get. I don't
I
want to
was
say.
trying to say, what was the attraction?
Well, I don't want to say too much in case they get back to it.
Keith
But
was an opportunistic male at one point, and I feel like that is what
yeah, no, that's what it was.
led him into that journey of ugly because. No, but you know what though?
But the person
she could have
was
been a good person.
the person was a
She
good person.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah,
getting
no,
at. I'm like,
everybody-
I was in
yeah.
a situation where they did help me out constantly. Yeah, and
She
then
was good to you. I
That's
didn't
why
even like.
that person with a disability.
yeah, no, she was a good person though. She definitely was a good person.
Not dating the disabled.
Dating and disabled? Is that? Oh my
That should be a
god.
new show, Dating and Disabled.
It probably's already a show.
It
So
probably is already.
So
Let's
y'all
cut
say
that out.
emotionally, y'all healed from y'all past relationships. So this is why y'all open to dating now, right?
Listen, no one's ever 100% healed. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
what you say, what journey
There's
you
always
were
gonna be
on.
triggers.
There's always gonna
There's
be
always gonna
something
Mhm.
that is gonna come back into your current situation from your past.
Like what?
Have I grown enough? When you talk about flags, like I've had someone cheat on me. Yeah, sometimes there can be some. If someone does some
Right,
of the
you're more
similar
aware
things
now on how
that
to
that
handle
my
it.
ex may have done, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit more triggered by that. You know what I mean? But I think it's really being able to have a more maturity of that emotion and knowing that that's where that's all coming from.
Absolutely.
You know,
Okay.
and just like with your situation where you went to her and said, "Listen, this is my past. This is how me having a partner who's gonna recognize that that's my past and that is gonna affect me. So I need you to help me with that too, because I'm gonna have to help you with your past shit too.
Yeah,
That's
no,
just
it's a
how
fact.
it is.
But that's also, like you said earlier, about that
Emotional intelligence.
exactly
Absolutely.
emotional intelligence and being self-aware,
Mhm.
right? Because we all have a past.
Yes.
We all have trauma, whatever that
Absolutely.
is, and however it resonates itself in different ways. But absolutely. But I think so for this episode, though,
Oh, no.
to kind of wrap it up,
Oh,
the fun part, these lovely ladies
Oh.
are looking for love, right? Like, or at least a little bit of likability out of this bitch.
Are we gonna do like a dating show where you like, I don't
And-
know, block out
I'm
their face?
Carisha. This is Chuck Woolery. Welcome to the Love Connection. And
Contestant one.
so we thought we would just make this fun, right? So we're thinking 4 guys.
Cringing right now. Nervous.
4 guys for each, or do you?
We were thinking 2 and 2.
Okay, we can do that
Yes.
too.
'Cause
2 and 2, so 4 total.
First stressing me out.
I haven't been on a date in a while.
So 4 total guys.
Needs to ease into
The kicker here is that me and my lovely co-host will be the ones selecting these lovely men. So we want you guys to tap in. We need some DMs going on, all of that good stuff. Listen to what their stories are.
Oh, time out. The
Understand.
most important part, there's no baby father drama with either one of these ladies.
No.
None. And don't be bringing your baby mama drama to
Sure.
these ladies either. So that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you are single, and I mean with a capital S and a capital E at the end,
Yo.
and you don't
There's
have
no
anybody
one
out
else
there
there.
that's claiming you, that might think that y'all got something going on or whatever. I'm talking about single men. Please tap in, because we're gonna select 2 and 2 for these ladies for you guys to go on some dates with, and we'll do a part 2 so that we can hear about these dates.
I kind of want to go there, man.
I know what I was just
Yo,
about to
listen.
say that. Can we do like a mix?
We'll pop up.
Like a mix.
I just gotta roll that camera.
Like, he's all
girl to pop up on
Yeah,
her.
we-
I mean, we might.
We're gonna be
might.
doing
It'll be
person-
like 2 tables down.
We're gonna be doing
Sitting
personal
real quick.
confessions. We're gonna have y'all out talking. Like
It's gonna be
it's,
like our reality
it's,
show.
it's gonna be a
I
whole
know.
It's
production.
for the love of Amy and Lisa.
The Soko's in love.
Yes, I like it. But in all actuality, though, hit us up because we want these ladies to find at least, even if you don't find love, maybe you guys can find quality friends, right? Like somebody you could build with or whatever the case is. There's nothing wrong with having friends as long as y'all don't got a whole bunch of bullshit going on.
Yeah, before you, so Miss Assertive, please tell the people what it is you looking for in a DM
In the DM?
to get a date with you.
Don't say good morning, beautiful.
Definitely do not
At
say that.
No,
at all.
listen. Just, come in and be yourself. Like,
Right.
that's it. Don't give me this show. Don't give me the like typical like, mommy, you're so beautiful. Like, of course I want a compliment, but
Yeah.
like, let's be real. Let's have some real
Be
conversation
organic.
and be yourself. For me,
Substance.
I feel like you could tell when someone's not being themselves right away.
So Amy, what is it that you look for in a man? Please let the people know.
No, same, exactly what she said. I just want someone, just be yourself and be consistent. The same energy that you bring in the beginning, continue throughout, would be great.
All right.
Absolutely.
And I think you got something for the ladies, right?
And I just want to give you guys some swag bags for
Yes.
being part of the show
Thank
and doing
you.
our little dating episode with us. And I hope you guys really got to know these fabulous ladies too, but also the fuckery that's happening out here for dating. Like, I hear so much on like social media, the dating pool has pee in it. So like, I believe hearing some of this right here, like there's a lot of bullshit out there. So hopefully we can find you guys the needle in the haystacks. Okay? So find you guys some quality ass men.
No, they're out there.
They're
Very
out
good
there.
guys.
They're out there.
Very
Just
good
gotta
guys out
filter
there.
it
Yes,
out.
yes.
I believe that there is some good men out
And
there.
thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
And how should they
Just to
dress
help
though
us.
for these dates?
Listen,
How should they dress for these dates?
themselves.
Do what you
Honestly,
do.
for real, just be yourself. 'Cause
Yeah, be
I'm gonna
yourself,
dress like
yeah.
myself.
Okay.
You know how I dress. It's good. You're gonna what you see is what you're gonna get. That's it.
So no expecting flowers, any of that. Just come regular.
It's a
If
date.
that's what they want
Yeah.
to do, let them do whatever.
I just didn't want them to be discouraged because I know they can't say good morning, beautiful. So bringing flowers may be like off the table.
And before we go, guys, I want to plug House of
Oh, yeah.
Carter, baby. House of Carter definitely coming soon with the jewelry. This is cute as shit. At the end of the day, it's giving like, oh, Louis Vuitton, girl. Okay, shit. I'm here for
Yes,
it. They got leather and shit right here. I'm here for it. Certainly cute. But tap into my girl, House of Carter on Instagram all day, every day. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being guests
Thank
today.
you
We
for
really
having us.
appreciate it. And y'all tap into the DMs. We definitely want to at least have something established for these ladies in the next week or so. So please tap the FN so that we can filter out the BS and get to the real ones. But as always, thank y'all for catching that vibe.
Yes.